clean, they don't do nothing. They just want to put their lashes on, get them lace fronts, look fly, do all of that stuff, but they know nothing about keeping.
No.
Know nothing about rearing children outside of dressing them up cute and putting them on Instagram dancing. Like, what do you know about being...
Nothing! You've got nothing! Nothing!
It goes back to these independent women from the 80s and the 90s that did not teach their daughters how to be wives. We are the only culture that does not teach our daughters to be wives. Our daughters to be independent women. We teach them how to be boss chicks. We teach them how to be everything else but a wife and a mother.
Oh, she's just loud.
Yeah, because you know why? Because the women ain't supposed to talk.
Don't you ever talk that way to me.
Y'all, if y'all think that I'm up here being some type of way because I don't need neither one of y'all. I am a strong woman. I am a powered woman. And I don't daddy, my brother, my man, all next to me on stage.
Listen, this is a question that you said. Why you mad at us for that?
Listen, I'm about to roll out because I don't like feeling disrespected.
Crazy.
And y'all not gonna sit here and tell me I disrespect my man because I'm using that as an example of me being late today.
Talking about that.
Y'all not gonna do that. You're not gonna do that on air. You're not gonna do that to me, period.
Get this straight. He's good enough. He's good enough to submit your body to, but he's not good enough to submit to his leadership. Get the fuck out of here.
Be in a relationship.
No.
Why?
No.
Why do you think? What is that called then? That type of
That's
relationship.
called a dysfunctional relationship.
No, it's called the power couple.
No, it's not.
It is. You can look it up.
How long have power couples existed?
Let's look at Beyonce and Jay-Z. They're two alphas in a relationship. Great example.
How do we know? Because she's successful?
She's an alpha in her industry. She's 100% an alpha. You can't deny that she isn't. That's two alphas in a relationship.
That's not right.
Can't there be
she's
two alphas?
Automatically an alpha.
And just because she's successful in this, no mean she bring that to a relationship.
In a relationship,
Exactly.
But this is the thing. If there's two alphas in the relationship, there has to be a point where someone is in submission at some point.
Exactly. Like I'm not saying.
They can be, but they have to understand their positions at certain times. They have to have that.
They can't coexist in a relationship together. She can be alpha at work. Whatever she wants to be. He can be alpha at work. That's right.
Two alphas in a relationship.
Exactly.
Again, you have to know one person has to submit at one time. Someone has to be the beta at some time.
Then that's not an alpha. You can't be selectively an alpha. Like that's not how.
That you do these things for me, and I don't ever want you to think that I'm ungrateful. That can set the tone for you to have any kind of serious conversation.
Yeah, you're right.
We go in like, I need to talk to you. He's already on guard. That's the worst statement that a woman can say to a man because it puts him on guard. You want to go into the conversation with his guard down so that you can have the conversation.
Hard. You know I'm right.
Learn how to talk to a man, the tone of voice. I'm going to be animated. I'm going to be louder. I'm going to be a little more boisterous. And I'm not going to speak as seductively. I'm not going to speak as soft and as sensually with a man that's not my man. When people are like, oh, you're around your man, you talk different. Of course.
Of course.
I know that's
right. Of course,
yeah.
I'm going to speak to him in a completely different tone. Of course.
Yeah.
Because this is someone that I need him to see me surrender to something, right?
Yeah, yeah.
And even though it feels like surrender.
Bashing is the reason why you're not married. So think about it. Our Western culture says things like men are no good.
Okay.
Things like anything a man can do, a woman can do. You don't really need a man. They're a bonus, but you don't need them.
Right.
So if you go around and you say things like all men cheat, all men are dogs, all men are lazy, all men are no good, well then how on earth are you baffled by the fact that you're single?
Looking for a man. Let's start there.
What God, not at least the God I serve. So maybe the God you serve will bless you with a husband with that kind of talk. I'm like, what kind of good God is going to bless a woman who tears down men with her mouth with a husband?
I don't know.
You're not holding back.
No, because these women are like,
I've been holding back.
Well, listen, this is why you may be single. You're sitting up here reposting memes about how terrible men are, but then you're like, God, why don't I have a man? You just said men aren't good, so why?
It requires you to be feminine at all times. It's not an on and off. It's always.
You can't do that. Like, you can't do that to friends. You can't.
You are not capable of being in your feminine at all times, I would reconsider your status as a wife. I would say that you might not be wife material yet.
Not yet.
Because men naturally, heterosexual men, don't want to be in a relationship with another man. They're choosing a woman because they want the thing that they don't have.
Yeah.
If you want to be wife material, you have to be the thing that attracts a man.
Yeah.
And what attracts him is going to be your...
In regards to my husband saying that the house is supposed to be the sanctuary, our house is my husband's kingdom. You are not staying here. Sorry, you can get a hotel room or you can't come visit.
Who are you?
If you act up in our household, it is not above me. I will... You want to see me as a see you next Tuesday? I would prefer that because you're not going to disrupt the energy of my home for my man.
I don't think so.
I love that. I love that.
House is hers, though. That's her domain. I don't do anything in there. And like I have my whiskey room.
You do.
That's mine. And I have my little work area, but the house is hers. If she's like, I want to do, I'm like, do it. This is your domain.
Do you, boo-boo. Do you, boo-boo. You know why? Because I'm a do me. Do you, boo-boo. Do you?
You make sure that I have the peace. I've provided you the house. You've made it a home. Like, I don't have to worry about any of this. And she doesn't have to worry. Like, she doesn't know her car payment. She doesn't know how much car payment is. I handle all of that. We don't have, what do you want for dinner? We don't do that either. I'm going to eat whatever she makes, even if I don't like it, because she cooked.
Yummy, yummy. Thank you, Ryan.
It. Like, there's a gratitude that comes into all of this, and it makes it so that I don't have to make decisions.
Right.
She doesn't have to make decisions. That's where that 50-50 comes in. She handles half of our life and I handle the other half. But the combined living situation is whoever's got the energy to get it done.